street was quiet, soft and white. The winter lights were on our side, and in the hush the season gave, I found a moment safe. A fading glow, a gentle tone, the kind you feel when you're alone. A little warmth the night once kissed, a Christmas reminisce. Memory of Christmas, resting in the light, holding on to pieces that softened every night. Memory of Christmas, calm, tender, bright. Your laughter floated through the air like falling snow that lingered there. And though the world was cold and still, my heart began to fill. Memory of Christmas, resting in the light, holding on to pieces that softened every night. Memory of Christmas, calm, tender, bright. No perfect sound, no shining stage, just simple warmth that doesn't age. A quiet truth the skies confessed, the feelings we possess. Memory of Christmas still follows through the day. It hums beneath the winter air and never drifts away. Memory of Christmas is where my heart will stay. The winter sky was calm and clear, a quiet glow that felt so near. And in the hush the season gave, a wish began to wave. It wasn't loud, it wasn't bright, just something warm inside the night. A tender hope the cold can't crush, a small but steady hush. A gentle-hearted dish, floating soft as this, moving with the falling snow, where only warm hearts go. A gentle holiday wish, simple, pure, and blissed. The candle's light was soft and low, drawing halos on the snow. And in that peace the evening kept, the quiet wish just slept. A gentle holly wish, floating soft as this, moving with the falling snow, where only warm hearts go. A gentle holiday wish, simple, pure, and blissed. No hurried step, crowded sound, just winter's breath that wrapped around a truth the silent nights permit, a hope that chose to sit, a gentle holiday wish still lingers in the day. It hums beneath the fading light and never drifts away. A gentle holiday wish is here and meant to stay. Snow was falling soft and white, tiny lights along your side, and in the glow the season gave, I found a heart that stayed. Your cheeks were warm, your voice was low, a gentle hum beneath the snow, and suddenly the world above was snowing Christmas love, snowing Christmas love, falling from the sky, wrapping us in quiet warmth with every drifting light. Snowing Christmas love, a touch I'm dreaming of. We walk beneath the lantern gleam, footprints fading like a dream. And though the wind was cold and thin, your hand kept pulling in. Snowing Christmas love, falling from the sky, wrapping us in quiet warmth with every drifting light. Snowing Christmas love, a touch I'm dreaming of. No crowded songs, no hurried plans, just winter's breath around our hands. A simple truth, the night wave through. My Christmas starts with you. Snowing Christmas love still glows within the day. It hums beneath the fading light and never melts away. Snowing Christmas love is where my heart will stay. Morning light on frozen ground, soft enough to quiet sound. I held my cup, the steam rose slow. a warmth I didn't know. No sudden joy, no rushing beat, just simple peace around my seat. A quiet truth, the cold expressed, a small but certain rest. Silent winter happiness, gentle as a whispered breath. Not the kind that shouts its name, just warmth that softly came. Silent winter happiness, a calm I can confess. The snow fell down in drifting waves, small pieces of the time we saved. And though the world was pale and still, my heart began to fill. Silent winter happiness, gentle as a whispered breath. Not the kind that shouts its name, just warmth that softly came. Silent winter happiness, a calm I can't confess. It didn't spark, it didn't shine, it simply settled into mine. A quiet note the season sends, a peace that never bends. Silent winter happiness still lingers in the day. It rests within the softened air and never fades away. Silent winter happiness is where my thoughts will stay. Drifting through the night, soft as a half-awake delight. And in the glow of silver beams, I fell into a dream. Your voice was low, your smile was near, a gentle sound I longed to hear. And suddenly the world felt clean. A white Christmas dream, white Christmas dream, floating quietly, wrapped in light that softly moves through winter's silver hues. White Christmas dream, warm as it can be. The coffee steam rose in the cold, drawing halos bright and bold. And though the night was pale and white, you pulled the stars inside. White Christmas dream, floating quietly, wrapped in light that softly moves through winter's silver hues. White Christmas dream, warm as it can be. No rushing time, no waking sound, just gentle breath that wrapped around a truth the snowy nights redeem. Love living in a dream. The fading glow, and Snow falls like whispers, soft and slow. A silver hush where no winds blow. Each flake a story, each flake a song. In the quiet where I belong. Snowlight echoes calling my name. Frozen whispers, never the same. Catch them in my hand, watch them fade. Snowlight echoes, memories made. Footprints vanish as shadows play. Moonlight dances, night turns gray. Cold bites sharp but it feels so kind. A frost-kissed world that clears my mind. I hear it now, a distant hum, a lullaby where dreams come from. Snowlight echoes calling my name. Frozen whispers, never the same. Catch them in my hand, watch them fade. Snowlight echoes, memories made. Underneath the quiet sky, time feels slow. Stars won't lie, every breath a crystal glow. In the snowlight, I let go. Empty coffee cups, they line the kitchen counter now. Like tiny little soldiers standing guard on something, wow. I walked on by them quiet, never made a single sound. Oh, that little glow from yesterday, it kinda makes me wanna go and play. Yeah, a little glow from yesterday helps me find my way. The morning news, it droned on, just a blurry distant hum. Another sunny Tuesday, kinda wish that it was numb. But then I caught that sparkle and it made my spirit drum. Oh, that little glow from yesterday, it kinda makes me wanna go and play. Yeah, a little glow from yesterday helps me find my way. Maybe it's the sunlight hitting just a certain spot. Maybe it's a feeling, everything I ever got, all wrapped up inside me. A forgotten, thoughtful plot. Oh, that little glow from yesterday, it kinda makes me wanna go and play. Yeah, a little glow from yesterday helps me find my way. Morning snow began to fall, soft and bright across it all. And in the quiet winter air, a promised land lingered there. Your breath was warm, your eyes were clear, a gentle glow that drew me near. A little truth, a cold ignites, a spark in winter light. Bright snow promise falling from the sky, shining in the silence, lifting us so high. Bright snow promise, soft, pure and honest. The coffee steam rose slow and thin, a tender warmth that pulled me in. And though the world was pale and white, your hand stayed by my side. Bright snow promise falling from the sky, shining in the silence, lifting us so high. Bright snow promise, soft, pure and honest. It wasn't loud, it didn't shine, just steady light that felt like mine. Of how the snowy day composed, the truth the cold disclosed. Bright snow promise still lingers in the day. It rests beneath the fading white and never melts away. Bright snow promise is where my heart will stay. The winter sun began to rise, soft and slow across the skies. And in that light, a tune appeared, the melody you steered. It moved with ease, it stayed so near, a gentle note I love to hear, a quiet hum the cold can't steal, a sound that felt so real. Melody of the warm winter, singing through the air, flowing in the silver light, resting everywhere. Melody of the warm winter, soft, bright and tender. Your laughter shaped the second line, the piano shimmered right behind, and as the chords began to glow, the morning found its flow. Melody of the warm winter, singing through the air, flowing in the silver light, resting everywhere. Melody of the warm winter, soft, bright and tender. never drifts away. Melody of the warm winter is where my heart will stay. The winter lights were waking slow, a gentle shimmer on the snow. And in the hush the morning drew, I felt the world turn into you. Your voice was warm, your smile was small, the kind that lifts the quiet fall. And suddenly the season grew in colors shaped by you. Christmas begins with you. Every light, every hue, the calmest night, the softest glow, the warmth I never used to know. Christmas begins with you. My world turns brand new. The coffee steam rose in the air, drawing halos everywhere. And though the day was cold and true, it softened next to you. Christmas begins with you. Every light, every hue, the calmest night, the softest glow, the warmth I never used to know. Christmas begins with you. My world turns brand new. No crowded noise, no grand design, just simple breath that matched with mine. A truth the wintry skies once knew. My story starts with you. Christmas begins with you and follows through the day. It hums beneath the gentle snow and never drifts away. Christmas begins with you, and that's where it will stay. Snow was falling soft and slow, catching every place it glows. And in the hush of silver white, the world leaned into light. A quiet shift, a gentle shine, the kind that pulls our hearts in line. A little breath, the cold rewrites where snow begins to light. Snow meets light, falling through the sky, warm and bright, soft across the night. Snow meets light, a moment pure and right. Your voice was calm beside the air, a glowing thread that lingered there. And with each flake and drift in flight, your warmth became the light. Snow meets light, falling through the sky, warm and bright, soft across the night. Snow meets light, a moment pure and right. spark, no grand design, just winter making smaller line. A truth the stillness can't disguise, the glow inside your eyes. Snow meets light and settles in the day. It hums beneath the fading white and never drifts away. Snow meets light is where my heart will stay. Snow was falling bright and slow, painting white the street below. And in the hush the morning made a little joy was laid. It touched the air, it filled the sky, a gentle spark you can't deny. A tiny warmth no cold destroys, snowfall bringing joy. Snowfall brings joy, soft as a shining voice, falling with a quiet light, lifting every heart inside. Snowfall brings joy, simple, pure and coy. The window glass grew pale and bright, reflecting every little light. And as the flakes began to dance, my heart fell into chance. Snowfall brings joy, soft as a shining voice, falling with a quiet light, lifting every heart inside. Snowfall brings joy, simple, pure and coy. No sudden rush, no heavy tone, just winter making warmth its own. A truth the drifting snow employs, small things become joy. Snowfall brings joy, still glowing through the day. It settles on the silent world and never drifts away. Snowfall brings joy in every gentle way. The holiday lights were faint and slow, a quiet shimmer in the snow. And in that soft December air, a memory lingered there. It wasn't loud, it wasn't bright, just something warm inside the night. A gentle trace, the cold set free, a soft holiday memory. Soft holiday memory, resting quietly. It moves the way the snowfall moves in tender winter hues. Soft holiday memory, still warm inside of me. The window glass held candlelight, a fading gold against the white. And in the hush the season gave, I felt the moment save. Soft holiday memory, resting quiet hours held between a little truth and I let be. You stayed in memory, soft holiday memory, still lingers through the day. It hums beneath the winter wind and never drifts away. A soft holiday memory is where my heart will stay. The morning woke in silver light. The world was pale, the sky was white. A quiet tune began to rise beneath the winter skies. It brushed the frost, it kissed the air. A softened hum was waiting there, and time grew still without disguise. A quiet, slow sunrise. Winter melody rise, so tender, soft and true. It drifts between the quiet wind and carries thoughts of you. Winter melody rise, a whisper warm and slow, the calmest song I know. The shadows thinned in morning gold. The frost began to lose its hold, and every breath the dawn supplied felt warm from deep inside. Winter melody rise, so tender, soft and true. It drifts between the quiet wind and carries thoughts of you. Winter melody rise, a whisper warm and slow, the calmest song I know. It wasn't joy, it wasn't ache, just peace the early hours make. A truth the silence couldn't hide, a sound the heart replied. Winter melody rise, still glowing in the day. It hums beneath the gentle sky, it never fades away. Winter melody rise is where my thoughts will stay. Ooh. Mm-hmm. The morning rose in gentle white, a quiet glow in winter light, and in the cold I found you there, warm hands in brightened air. They touch my own, they ease the chill, a warmth no frost could ever still, and time slowed down enough to spare that moment in the air. Warm hands, bright air, so tender, soft and true. They hold the quiet places where my thoughts return to you. Warm hands, bright air, a whisper calm and slow, the safest warmth I know. The breeze was thin, the sky was cold, the day felt softer to behold, and every step the morning laid felt warmer as it stayed. Warm hands, bright air, so tender, soft and true. They hold the quiet places where my thoughts return to you. Warm hands, bright air, a whisper calm and slow, the safest warmth I know. It wasn't joy, it wasn't ache, just peace the early hours make, a truth the stillness let me share, your warmth still in the air. Warm hands, bright air, still linger in the day. They hum beneath the gentle light and never fade away. Warm hands, bright air, is where my heart will stay. The morning lay in quiet white, the world was wrapped in softer light, a tiny hum began to grow, a little song beneath the snow. It brushed the ground, it warmed the air, a fragile echo hidden there, and time forgot its need to go beneath the falling snow. A little song beneath the snow, so gentle, small and true. It rises through the winter hush and carries thoughts of you. A little song beneath the snow, a whisper calm and slow, the quiet only you would know. The breeze was thin, the morning gray, yet something warm refused to stay. A muted glow began to show, a warmth the cold won't slow. A little song beneath the snow, through the winter hush and carries thoughts of you. A little song beneath the snow, a whisper calm and slow, the quiet only you would know. It wasn't joy, it wasn't ache, just peace the winter moments make. A truth the silent hours show, a hum beneath the snow. A little song beneath the snow still lingers in the day. It hums beneath the pale white sky and never drifts away. A little song beneath the snow is where my thoughts will stay. It wasn't no. Gentle hush on fields of snow. A softened tune began to write, a warmth in winter skies. It touched the frost, it kissed the air, a fragile echo lingering there. And time slowed down its steady flight, in whispers dressed in white, a melody wrapped in white, so tender, soft and true. It drifts beneath the winter light and carries thoughts of you. A melody wrapped in white, a hush the cold was pale, the world was still. The morning moved against its will, and every step the daylight made felt quietly handmade. A melody wrapped in white, so tender, soft and true. It drifts beneath the winter light and carries thoughts of you. A melody wrapped in white, a hush the cold can't hide, a song that lives inside. It wasn't joy, it wasn't ache, just peace the early hours make. A truth the quiet learned to write, a song in winter white. A melody wrapped in white still lingers in the glow. It hums beneath the silver sky and warms the quiet snow. A melody wrapped in white, is where my heart will go. quiet as the whispers of your name. Morning drifts in silver through the air, touching all the places we once shared. And I feel it rise, that gentle warmth beneath the cold. Even in this frozen time, your memory unfolds. A soft memory made of snow, falling where the heart won't show. Every flake recalls a glow from days we used to know. In the hush of winter's breath, where the quiet feelings grow, you return so tenderly. A soft memory made of snow. Footprints fading in the morning light, echoes of a story left behind. I still see you in the silver breeze, hidden in the calm between the trees. And the world stands still, wrapped in pale and gentle skies. Close, your warmth arrives. A soft memory made of snow, woven through the afterglow. Even when the winter slows, your presence seems to flow in the quiet of this day. As the tender white winds blow, I hold on so quietly to the soft memory made of snow. Maybe winter keeps our trace somewhere in its fragile space. Ooh. Every drifting shining flake feels like us it chose to save. Ooh. The soft memory made of snow, gentle, warm, and faintly slow. Though the distance comes and goes, the light of you still shows in the hush of winter's heart, where the silver moments glow. I remember quietly a soft memory made of snow. Snow drifts softly on this quiet day. 2 cups of warmth between the cold and gray. Your smile lingers like the morning light, filling every shadow with a gentle white. And in this hush I hear the calm, your heartbeat brushing mine. In the stillness of the winter air, our little worlds align. It's a winter tale between us, told in whispered breaths and trust. Every falling snowflake feels like a promise made of dust. In the soft and fragile footsteps echo on the frozen street. Slow and tender, just like you and me. We talk of dreams we haven't found, watching snow spin gently to the ground. And in the quiet I can see the words you never say. Wonder holds them carefully and brings them my way. It's a winter tale between us, wrapped in warmth the cold can't touch. Every little moment shines in a way that whispers stay. All the silver in the sky seems to glow because of us. It's a winter tale between us, breathing softly through the day. Maybe winter knows our names, keeps our secrets in its flame. Every flake that drifts around feels like home you finally found. It's a winter tale between us, held in quiet, tender trust. Even when the world is still, our story moves with gentle dust. All this white and all this light turn the cold into our warmth. It's a winter tale between us, and I want this evermore. The morning hum beneath the white, a quiet glow beneath the light. A gentle sound began to grow, a melody under snow. It brushed the ground with silver breath, a song too soft to wake the rest. Yet in the cold something would show, a warmth beneath the snow. Merrily waking under snow, so fragile, faint and true. It rises through the winter hush and carries thoughts of you. Melody waking under snow, a whisper soft and slow, the calmest tune I know. The frost was thin, the breeze was clear, a muted music lingering near, and every drift the wind would blow felt like a quiet echo. A melody waking under snow, so fragile, faint and true. It rises through the winter hush and carries thoughts of you. Melody waking under snow, a whisper soft and slow, the calmest tune I know. It wasn't joy, it wasn't pain, just peace that sings behind the rain. A truth the winter chose to show, a sound the heart can know. dawn was pale, the world was slow. The quiet warmed the fields of snow. A silver breath began to flow, soft morning over snow. It brushed the trees, it kissed the air, a hush that lingered everywhere, and time forgot which way to go beneath the morning's glow. Soft morning over snow, a peace I can't ignore. It settles on my tired thoughts and opens up the door. Soft morning over snow, so tender, still and true. It feels like waking near you. The shadows swayed in gentle light. The frost grew soft, no longer bright. And every step the day would sow felt calm and pure below. Soft morning over snow, a peace I can't ignore. It settles on my tired thoughts and opens up the door. Soft morning over snow, so tender, still and true. It feels like waking near you. It wasn't joy, it wasn't ache, just warmth the winter light could make. A truth the quiet came to show, a glow the heart can know. Soft morning over snow still hums beneath the blue. It wraps the world in gentle hands and makes it feel like new. Soft morning over snow is where my thoughts find you. Morning rose in silver white. The world was quiet, soft with light. A gentle glow began to grow. Sunlight poured over snow. It brushed the roofs, it touched the trees. It shimmered through the winter breeze, and time felt warm enough to slow, where all that sunlight flowed. Sunlight poured over snow, so tender, pale and true. It warmed the coldest edges of the things I hid from you. Sunlight poured over snow, a hush the day could hold, a quiet made of gold. The shadows stretched in gentle blue. The frost began to fade from view, and every breath the morning stole felt softer to my soul. Sunlight poured over snow, so tender, pale and true. It warmed the coldest edges of the things I hid from you. Sunlight poured over snow, a hush the day could hold, a quiet made of gold. It wasn't joy, it was an ache, just peace the winter light could make. A truth the morning chose to show, that warmth can reach the snow. Sunlight poured over snow, still lingers in the air. It glows beneath the silent sky as if you're standing there. Sunlight poured over snow, I carry it everywhere. The sky was pale, the world was slow. A quiet light began to glow, and in the cold I felt it forming, a gentle breath of morning. It brushed my face, it touched my hair. A softened warmth was waiting there, and time grew still without a warning, beneath the breath of morning. A gentle breath of morning, so fragile, soft and true. It rises through the silver air and carries thoughts of you. The gentle breath of morning, a whisper calm and slow, the kind the heart still knows. The shadows faded into blue, the frost grew thin in early hue, and every step the dawn was calling felt soft, the world unfolding. The gentle breath of morning, so fragile, soft and true. It rises through the silver air and carries thoughts of you. A gentle breath of morning, a whisper calm and slow, the kind the heart still knows. It wasn't joy, it wasn't ache, just peace the early hours make. A truth the quiet kept adorning, a breath that felt like morning. A gentle breath of morning still lingers in the day. It hums beneath the softened sky gentle breath of morning is where my thoughts will stay. The morning rose in gentle white. The world was quiet in the light, and in that calm I felt a trust. The moment light held us, it touched your hair, it brushed my face, a warmth that time could not replace. And everything grew soft because the light leaned down on us. When the light held us so tender, warm and true, it wrapped around the quiet air and filled the space with you. When the light held us, a hush began to rise, a story in our eyes. A hush began to rise, a story in our eyes. The shadows fell in muted gold, the frost grew soft, the world untold, and every breath between the dust felt safer held by us. When the light held us so tender, warm and true, it wrapped around the quiet air and filled the space with you. When the light held us, a hush began to rise, a story in our eyes. It wasn't joy, it wasn't hate, just peace the early hours make. A truth the quiet dare discuss, the light believe in us. When the light held us, it lingered through the day. It stayed beneath the fading sky and never slipped away. When the light held us, my heart learned how to stay.
The morning mood I'm quiet, and I don't mind, and I know the morning moved in quiet cold, a gentle warmth I couldn't hold. It brushed my cheek, it lingered there, a moment in warm air. It softened all the winter sound, it laid a hush upon the ground, and time slowed down enough to spare the warmth that filled the air. Moments made of warm air, so tender, soft and true. They settle in the quiet wind and carry thoughts of you. Moments made of warm air, a whisper calm and slow, the gentlest place I know. The frost grew pale in morning light, the world turned softer, less than white, and every breath I took felt rare, a touch of warmer air. Moments made of warm air, so tender, soft and true. They settle in the quiet wind and carry doesn't ache, just peace the early hours make. A truth, the stillness, let me share. The heart lives in the air. Moments made of warm air still linger in the day. They hum beneath the fading light and never drift away. Moments made of warm air is where my thoughts will stay.
The morning rose in muted white, a tender haze of gentle light. You touch the cold without a care. Warm light in quiet air. It brushed my hands, it warmed my skin. A softness blooming deep within, and time slowed down enough to share the hush that lingered there. Warm light in the quiet air, so fragile, soft and true. It wraps around my waking thoughts and leads me back to you. Warm light in the quiet air, a whisper calm and slow. The safest place I know. The frost grew thin in morning gold. The shadows softened their hold, and every breath the dawn led through felt warmer passing you. Warm light in the quiet air, so fragile, soft and true. It wraps around my waking thoughts and leads me back to you. Warm light in the quiet air, a whisper calm and slow. The safest place I know. It wasn't joy, it wasn't ache, just peace the early hours make. A truth the quiet chose to bear, a warmth already there. Warm light in the quiet air still lingers in the day. It hums beneath the silver sky and never fades away.